keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week, yeah.
Worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week.
What's up? What's worst day of the week? Live with Denard Andre. I am your host, Denard Andre. I have the lovely and the beautiful Kennedy Davenport. Yes. Live on the worst day of the week council with me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get right into the show so that I can talk with the beautiful Kennedy. I know what you drink, and I know that I'm going to make you drink. Okay, in just a second. You were wondering. You was wondering, you were waiting on your drink.
Yeah.
I was busy. I was trying to get ready for the show. And so I was like, I can't. I'm going to make it live on the show. I'm going to make your drink so everybody can drink like Kennedy so they can know exactly what Kennedy Davenport drinks and how to drink like Kennedy. We're going to make it right on the show.
Right.
Okay? I ain't going to make it like I make it at the club. I'm going to make it better than that. Okay. All right. Well, so welcome to the show. We're going to get right into the show with the news that you can use. Now, remember, the news that you can use is not what the news you could use. It's not what I say. It's not what my mama say. The music for news you can use. It's exactly what it is. The news you can use is you need to be paying attention to what's going on in your city, in your town, around your neighborhood, and things like that, because you always want to be informed. Turn it down just a little bit, American producer. You always want to know what's going on, just in case, you know. So let's see here. News that you can use. Veteran comedian and actor Bob Saget was found dead in an Orlando hotel room, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Wow, we want to be praying for Mr. Saget's family. That's really tragic. You know, Full House, I really loved that show. That was an amazing show.
Yeah.
And
he was cute too back in the day.
He was cute. You look like you might have.
I could have had all of them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Next news you can use: when the pandemic started, suicide attempts among youth population began to increase. A father who lost his teenage son to suicide is using his nonprofit to change that. That's really big news. Suicide is real, and that there are people who take their lives, and there's so much going on, especially with COVID. There's so many people that we've lost, and we just want to be praying for all of those people. We want to always remember them. Next news you can use: at least 2 tornadoes touched down in the Houston area over the weekend as storms brought high winds and heavy rains, damaging homes and businesses and causing flooding. You know, I'm smiling, but it's a weird smile because this weekend my husband went to Houston. And he wasn't supposed to be going to Houston, so I'm smiling. Yeah. That's funny.
That's why I don't move to Houston. I got too much weather.
Too much bad weather, right?
Oh my God.
Yes, it's all when it rains
too.
The traffic is always bad, and there's a lot of people going nowhere.
Trash,
complete trash. It may be at least the least talked about side effect of COVID-19: hair loss. Spectrum News 1 spoke with an Austin woman who says that since her diagnosis, she's picking piles of hair off the bathroom floor. That's you know, I had caught COVID about a few months back, and I don't think I lost any hair though.
I don't think you.
I don't think I lost.
And I'm really thinking like,
yeah. You looked over like,
yeah,
you didn't lose none, cousin.
Yeah, no, I didn't either, and I had it when it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how was that?
I had been dealing with it and didn't even know. I'm a walking pharmacy, so because I travel a lot, so yeah, I was self-medicating and you know, wearing myself out until I finally I couldn't shake the sinus. I knew I had a sinus infection. I know what that feels like, and it was really, really bad. Yeah, and that's what made me go to the doctor. Yeah. So after that, I had to deal with the fevers, and the body ache, all the cold, flu symptoms and stuff. It was terrible.
It was terrible for me. I had these headaches. Every day felt
like a ton of bricks, bitch.
Every day felt like the day.
Oh my God. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. This is some breaking news. Robert Durst, the wealthy New York real estate heir and failed fugitive who was dogged for decades with suspicion in the disappearance and deaths of those around him before he was convicted of killing his best friend and sentenced to life in prison, has died, and he was 78 years old.
Lord.
Wow. They say, you know,
he
lived a long time, though, to have killed so many people.
Yeah.
He must have really been honoring his mother and father.
Oh, something, honey.
Something like that.
Oh, my God.
He must have. Once again, welcome Kennedy Davenport to the show. Yes. The beautiful Kennedy. I have been dying to talk to you. You know, I had Googled you, and it said that Kennedy Davenport is one of America's richest drag queens at a net worth of $1.5 million. I was wondering.
I wish.
I was wondering if I could borrow like $25.
I was going to ask you $25. Hell, I'm here.
Oh, I got more than that for you.
No, I don't know where they get that from.
You don't know where they get it?
No, but I can truly say that over the course of me being on Drag Race from season 7, so it was maybe like 2013, 14, till about now, I could probably have made that much, maybe. Because I mean, I've been blessed.
That's where they're getting it. They know how much you made.
That don't mean I have it. That don't mean I have it right now.
That's your net worth.
I wish. Oh, I wish. But thank you, though.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, hon, I want you to think I'm rich now. Everything else,
try to knock you in the head.
Everything else, none of your business.
Everything else. Oh, we're gonna get into everything that's not our business on today. Tell us about drag, the beautiful art form of drag. You have mastered. You are a living legend. Everybody loves Kennedy Davenport. What does all that feel like? All of that love and attention when Kennedy steps out of the door. What does that feel like?
Well, it's still a humbling experience. I go out to do my very best, and I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I started doing drag, and I was very focused on perfecting it. So when I first came out, I practiced. I was in high school, dancing in the dance room, and you know, I just wanted it. I had this conversation with one of my new daughters. She's a real girl. And she's getting ready to do her first pageant. And I was talking to her about her lip sync and stuff. And I have to be honest. My drag mother was honest with me, brutally honest. So, but I think the way my mom treated me pushed me to be the best. Yeah. At whatever I was going to. My dad always taught me to be the best at what I was going, whatever I chose to do. But as far as drag was concerned, because she wasn't an easy way, it pushed me to like, okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm gonna be a sickening at it, you know. So I had that type of mentality when it came to drag. So I mean, to go out on stage and to feel the love, that's what keeps me going. That the passion and knowing that I'm changing somebody's life in that moment is rewarding for me.
That's absolutely beautiful. I really like that answer. So you said your drag mother, shouts out to Alexis Davenport. She was brutally honest with you. I mean, it must have been some real brutal honesty, because like I said,
that lady will make you cry.
Yeah, she got a mouth on her.
Oh my God! Even when I lived in Florida, like she would call me and read the breaks. I mean, I posted something that didn't sound right, or I didn't correct my grammar, or I didn't fix my punctuation. Yeah, anything that she didn't like, she called me and let me have it, and I appreciate that, because now I see the things that she was talking about.
Yeah.
Watching other people and how they act and move around and stuff. I say to myself, I'm so glad I don't do that no more. You know, but she was. I mean, yeah, she was very, very hard on me.
Your dad was also one of your biggest and proudest supporters, and you lost your father. How did it keeping on? You know, with drag. How did that affect you? Not being able to look out there and see Big Ruben. How did that affect you?
It's kind of hard because when a lot of people lose people, they deal with it different
ways.
And I was secure enough in the relationship that me and my father had. I was secure enough to just channel that energy. You channel that energy of missing him and wanting him there to doing your very best.
Yes.
So I use that energy to do my very best because I know that's what he would have wanted. And I know that he would be and still and would be proud of me in this very moment, because before he passed, he was very proud. And he left a legacy. He left, people, you know, still tell me to this day that he talked about me. And, you know, that's the rewarding thing, because I wasn't around him all the time, but he always bragged about me. So that was good. That was a good feeling. So you just got to learn how to, that's in life. You have to learn how to channel your energy in different ways to make it positive.
Yes, that's beautiful. Speaking of channeling energy, I need some ice for this energy because I am going to make Kennedy a drink.
Yes,
now,
please.
If you don't know what Kennedy's, now I know I know what tequila you drink now, and I know how you drink this tequila. This is a very special gift for you. I know you like tequila, and so I was in the store and I saw the prettiest bottle. When I got to the register, I said, "Fuck that bitch! I'm putting this back." But then I said, "No, she's beautiful. She deserves it, and I'm going to give this to you."
Oh, thank you.
So you can put that on the side of the couch over there, because I do have.
Bitch, I'm not even finna.
I do have exactly what you drink. Okay, I got the Casamigos. Now Kennedy likes a Casamigos straight up with lime, shaken, not stirred. Okay. So she like
but
about.
You know what irks me with some bartenders, because you know I travel all over.
Yes.
And what irks me is like they'll literally make a shake. Out of it, you know. I just want to chill. That's it. Just chill. Yeah. I'm talking about they get the shaking and shit and break up all the ice. Everything.
It's all chunky in there. And you know, I said I'm going to drink it just like you drink it.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink it just like that. I'm gonna put. See, I hope I don't pour too much.
Oh, child.
Don't take my license, TABC.
It's Monday.
Don't take my license. It is the worst day of the week. Now, Monday is the worst day of the week. Yes, it is. Everybody knows that. That is exactly why my show is called Worst Day of the Week. I hope
why is you having it on a Monday?
Every Monday, live at 7 o'clock. Because it's the worst day of the week. It's all about turning that bad day into something else. Worst day of the week. Okay. I started it. It's really my baby, as you can see by the studio, because I don't live here. I'm only here on Mondays.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is that a lot? That's a lot of space for just a day. See, I'm trying to get on your level. I'm trying to get
extra special guests coming.
You are the extra special guest. Welcome, worst day of the week. Welcomes you. So remember that you got to squeeze you about 4 limes. Since I'm making one for me and Kennedy, I'm gonna squeeze a little more lime than I normally use. Like Kennedy said, she just wanted shaking up a little bit.
Yes,
she don't want all that slushy ice up in there.
Chill out there.
You like my shaker? I got this. Cute. Yeah, it's a bullet. I said, "Oh, that's really nice."
That is nice.
I can't carry a gun right now.
Okay.
Because the law says so. And so
when you started bartending?
I can carry this. I've been bartending. Actually, one of today's producers here is my first bar manager. Shouts out to Mr. Marshall over there, sitting over there. He was at Club 1919 back in the Gap. Ooh, look good. They look
good. Show do.
They look just like you. They look just like your drink. He was in 1919 back in the Gap, and I was there. I think I bartended there for about a good 5 or 6 years. I'm not sure. And I've been bartending. That was in 2009.
Okay.
So I've been bartending since 2009. I took a break from behind the bar because I focused on my property management and some other things, but now I'm back behind the bar.
Okay. I know that's a little extra piece of change, baby.
Yeah, that is a good extra piece of change.
That's what play money.
Yeah, it's a good play. You know, and speaking of clubs, if you are in the Dallas area, if you're not in the Dallas area and you come into the Dallas area every Tuesday, and I'm gonna ask you why Tuesdays in a minute, but every single Tuesday night at Marty's Live at 4207 Maple Avenue here in Dallas, Texas, you can catch the Kennedy Davenport Talent Showcase Competition. Now, if you sing, act, dance, talk with a puppet, a big bird,
shake your
ass, whatever you do, whatever your talent is, bring your talented ass up. And how much money do they win on Monday?
$400.
$400.
Yes, we give away $400
every Tuesday night.
Yes,
and you said you're not worth $1.
No, ain't my damn money. But I will say, since the show started,
that's good.
We do no cheers. You just,
I'm sorry. I was ready to drink it. I don't normally drink this tequila. I don't normally do. You all right? Kennedy, and this is Kennedy all the time. Kennedy can throw it back with the best of them. I can tell you that. I'm gonna pour this
in a lot of ways.
I'm not gonna even ask you what you're talking about.
No, they know.
They know.
But I give. I mean, it's not my money, but I have since the talent show started. I have came out my pocket too.
Yeah.
I do anything to make my night successful.
Yeah.
If that means bringing people from out of town, I even reached back and brought legends to my show. You know, giving people opportunity to perform. That's what I'm all about. If I have a platform and giving a platform, you give me the money and the budget, I give you a show.
Yeah.
And that's just how I've always been.
Speaking of giving a show, you give a show each and every time, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're going through. And I mean, everybody go through stuff, but I mean, no matter what, you go out there and you give it your absolute best, and it shows.
Thank you.
It's captivating. I mean, you literally sit there. We want to tip you, and we do tip you, but sometimes it's a little hard because we're just stuck watching you, you know.
And you are so telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's not making this up, y'all, because he be on the side screaming.
I'm drawn in, you know. It's just like pulling you in, you know. We want to know more. We want more. We want to see more. Like, it's amazing. I don't know how you do that because I practice my lip sync at home in the.
Well, that's where it starts.
I practiced it in the mirror, and I don't think I had the lip right. Because I had the vibrato in it, but it was But I really, really love it. How often do you practice? Or are you practicing when you're performing? Because you perform a lot.
Well, I don't practice anymore.
Okay.
Yes. Back when I first started, I was 16 years old. And my best friend who got me started doing drag, they would make me get up and practice in the house.
Oh, wow.
Like, you want to get up? Like, we get high. So high. And it was like, bitch, you want to do the show? Get up. Do a number.
In the living room with probably a sheet.
Yeah, it's like, that's how I learned how to walk in. I always knew how to walk in heels, but I practiced in my little platform heels and practiced my hand movements and things like that. I practiced like if I went swimming or something, I always wanted to be graceful. I really wanted to be feminine and portray the beauty of a woman. So I really practiced.
Yeah. You got it down.
But now it's like if I learn something new, then I don't have to practice. I just learn the song because it's like it's just like getting on the dance floor, just dancing and getting your life.
Yes.
You know, you go out there and you perform because it's second nature to you.
Yes. So you drag, you dance, you sing, you act, all of those things, all of those talents and gifts that you have. That is really, really amazing. What's your family like? Like, how supportive of you is your family?
My family is very supportive, and I'm grateful of that. Yes. They have a respect for me like none other. They have respect for me. They have a respect for my career as well as me being head of household. And I was thinking about that today. Like, wow, like my family really respects me and they show it. So, I mean, I have no choice but to make sure my family is okay. Yeah. My family loves it. I have, both, we have both two sides of the family. Yeah. So,
I got like 6.
Okay. my mom's side was more, they received me quicker, because I lived with my dad. We bumped heads a lot. And in the beginning, we wasn't like agreeing. I wasn't out. So, you know how you still be trying to do what you want to do, but you ain't, So it was kind of hard in the beginning, but once they saw that I was serious about it, once I saw that they were serious about it, once they saw that I was serious about the career and I wasn't just a boy with a wig on and playing and stuff, then they started to accept it more. And then with when my dad, he was like, once I came home, he was like gun-ho. Like our relationship was so good, and he came to my pageants, and my grandmother, his mother, came to Miss Gay US of A when I won. Like both of my grandmothers came. My kids was there. My apostle was there. My mom was there. Like it was the perfect moment for my win.
It was.
Everybody, that's life.
Yeah.
You have to respect yourself, respect what you do, and people around you would do the same.
Would do the same. I posted something the other day. It says, stop treating people the way they treat you and treat yourself better. If you treat yourself great, when you got out of the car, I said, "Ooh, I want to be like her." You had your fur and then your hair blew in the wind, and I said, "Oh my goodness!" You got out of the car, and I said, "Oh, it's just elegant and graceful." If you treat yourself a certain type of way, then people will know how to treat you. I really believe that.
Yeah, it's true. But the thing, I don't even see myself like people see me.
Oh, we see you. Matter of fact, let me show everybody else, because we see you. We see Kennedy. You are beautiful. Tell us about this picture right here. What's going on in this picture?
Oh, that's my All Stars 3 promo.
Okay.
And they told us it was gold. I forgot what the theme was, but I definitely wanted to go back to give a more African Egyptian.
You created this look.
Yeah.
Wow.
I came up with it. I saw a picture. I forgot who was. It may have been Iman or somebody, a model. And I sent it to my designer and she duplicated it. Wow. And I want my braid go all the way down to the floor.
Yeah.
And then the hoes been wearing their braids down to the floor. Thanks to me.
Ever since then.
Yeah, I've been trendsetting a lot, but the girls don't ever want to give you your G.
Tell us about this picture with this beautiful crown on. When you Google Kennedy Davenport, so much comes up. They have the Kennedy Davenport eyes. Story. Yeah, they do. They have Kennedy Davenport eyes. They said that you can learn how to do the Kennedy eye.
That's my very first Miss Gay US of A promo. That was my very first one.
What is so you are Miss Gay. You are the current reigning Miss Gay US of A right now. You have been for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This May will be 3 years.
This May will be 3 years.
Yes.
And what has that been like? All of that, you have to travel, you have to still go out and perform. What has all that been like those last 3 years being Miss Gay USA?
When it's in you, you don't have to try.
Yeah.
When you
I like that.
When you reign without a crown, once you get the crown, it just come natural.
Yeah.
To be a representative. Yeah. And I've been a representative of my own brand. Mm-hmm. I've been broken down and built back up and taught how to do certain, taught how to be Kennedy Davenport.
Wow.
A female impersonator, an entertainer. So the 3 years it's just been natural. But I've always felt like, in customer service and retail, they always say it's always something for you to do.
It is.
There's no reason for you to be sitting around and acting like
you can clean up.
You can be wiping a rack. You can be straightening up hangers. It's something that. So I feel that way when especially during the pandemic, like I should be doing something, but then America and fans and the US of A family, they know what's up. It's not like I'm going through the pandemic by myself.
Yeah, right.
So we all going through this together.
Yeah.
So it's nothing but love. But any type of new promo or a sweet gesture of love to say we see you, or I see you, it just makes your reign even better.
Even better, yeah.
So I have done a wonderful job.
Yes, you have.
Yes,
you have.
Yes,
you have.
And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. And it'll be bittersweet because we lost our owner, Jerry Berg.
Yes.
And it'll be really emotional for me because I never saw him.
Wow.
Because I never saw him. Even when I won, he was gone final night. He had to go. And who did I tell? It was like talking to Charlie, from Charlie's Angel. Speaker. Because I would only talk to him. I never saw him.
Wow.
Even when he passed, he didn't want a service or anything. So it'll really be hard.
Yeah, that sounds really intense.
Yeah.
You never saw him. He gave. Yeah, that's wow. That's really intense. Let me see this picture right here. This one. Tell me about this.
Where the fuck that was?
What was it? Yeah, they get you.
That was a while ago.
They get you all the time.
I only wore that headpiece once. So that have to be doing Work the World.
Work the World? Tell us about Work the World. What is Work the World? I've never heard of that.
It's Vox Events presents. Where RuPaul's Drag Race girls get together and tour and perform. So big major productions, and I was blessed to be a part of that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So now it's a selected group of people that he just chooses to use, but it's a documentary on it too.
Wow.
I think it's on Wow Presents or Paramount. One of them.
That's beautiful.
I think it's on Wow Presents though. But
what is it like being the first Dallas girl, paving the way for the other Dallas girls to get to RuPaul's Drag Race? An amazing job you did. Also on season 3 of All Stars, being the runner-up, an amazing job you did on all your work on RuPaul's Drag Race. What does that feel like? I mean, when watching you on TV, it was like I'd be telling people like that's my cousin.
Okay. I can say that I clarified that I wasn't the first. Alyssa and Laganja.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't know her. That's probably why.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah.
Alyssa Edwards was first, and then I believe it was Laganja.
Okay.
She was season 6. She was season 6. But and Shangela, she's from Texas, but not from Dallas. She's over there in Paris.
Ooh,
Paris, Texas.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, her family over there.
Okay.
But the whole experience was great. I mean, I went in season 7 with a very closed mind and a very Dallas way of thinking about Dallas drag way about thinking, about thinking, way of thinking. And it really opened my mind to receive other types of drag and respect that.
Yeah.
As such. That's why I have the talent night and I have the talent night because it's a way to teach everybody to respect the art form of drag, however it may come. Because if you cannot, if I heard any heckling, anything, I will put you out.
Your drag night is very, very popular. One of the most popular nights at Marty's Live during the week, because they're open 7 days a week. And your night brings in a huge crowd. And so all of that, and you say you're bringing those people. There have been people on your show on Talent Night who come every single week. One who's been coming since the very beginning and won a few weeks ago. Finally won. That was amazing.
And she actually got her start on my Talent Night.
Yes, and I've been watching Gigi Flambe, and I see how it's progressing more and more and better. It's amazing.
But even with her networking skills and how drag is not just a stage. It's not for the stage.
Right.
If you want to build your career and have longevity in it, you have to build relationships. And Gigi builds relationships. She's probably the only white queen, older white queen that comes out on the hip hop night and be, mixing and mingling.
That's true.
Everybody screams and
goes crazy.
Claps and goes crazy for Miss Gigi.
Yes, that's true.
Because she's lovable. And that's what you need when you are trying to get your name out there. You have to be a people's person.
You have to be a people's
person.
So,
it's a teachable lesson in the talent night if you want it. I have contestants that don't, that are sore losers. And
I would probably want to be one of those.
but see, that's your honesty. A lot of people can't even embrace that. If I was, I'm very honest, and I'm an open book. If I was a sore loser, bitch, I'm a sore loser, bitch. If I lose, I'm fucking mad.
I'm mad.
I tell one of my daughters, if you don't fix, how you deal with laws. If you are a sore loser, pageantry not for you.
It's not.
Competitions are not for you. But that's what makes you great. That's how I got my start. Talent nights. Talent nights. And they was not having it. I moved to Florida and they let my ass have it. They weren't buying their dancing.
They wasn't.
So I had to think of other ways.
Your dancing is amazing.
Oh, the first couple of times, they let me in. They had never seen me. But every time, no. They started letting me have it. They, so I was like, oh, so y'all want some drag. So that's when I really started, digging back and digging from the legends like Jody Malone and other legends in the city, Racine Scott, God bless the dead, people like that. And that's how I, started making drag my own. You have, maybe listen.
There's some things, the songs that you perform, the repetitional ones, because I know you come up with the new stuff all the time. The repetitional things that you do can't be done by other people. I can sit and watch you do If You Don't Know Me. And I can't watch nobody else do that. I've tried, and it just wouldn't be a thing, like, you're not good, girl. Try again.
I completely understand. Every queen, not all queens have the it factor. And when I say it factor, I mean the ability to connect. You have to be able to tell your story. And a lot of the queens coming up now, we call them the microwave queens. They see something, or they want to pop something in and make it flourish and happen right now. But no, that song been around forever. Yeah. But you have to be able to relate to the words. You have to be able to relate. You have to be able to be. First of all, you have to have been in love before. Yeah. Your heart has to have been broken before. You have to have been broken before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then even on a more spiritual level, even if you've never been in love before, but you have a relationship with God, it's the same thing. Yes. It's the same kind of love. Yes. So that's why every time it's a different story for me. Every time I do that, it's a different story. Wow. Because it's somebody in the audience that I'm ministering to. Yeah. At that moment.
I would definitely agree that drag, the art form of drag, is a ministry. There is, I mean, you are literally speaking to somebody's heart and their mind and their soul when you're watching good drag. Yeah. When you're watching good drag.
That's what I used to feel. That's how I used to feel, because before I started traveling and doing everything, we had Jody Malone and people like Racy and Scott, Nikki Foster, Sally Duvall.
Yes, I love Sally.
You had people like that really took their time with the music.
My very first time going into a gay nightclub, I was 17 years old. And on that show that night was Silky O'Hara Monroe and Sally Duvall. I went to school the next day. I was in high school. I went to school the next day. I said, y'all, I seen Beyonce last night. I swear to God that Silky was Beyonce. In my mind, I saw Beyonce. She only did Beyonce numbers. Yeah. And she was Beyonce. I mean, when she walked out in the body and she had this little thing on and she took it off and it was graceful. And then it fell on the floor with a little pink.
A great example of beautiful. A lady. She told me back when I was, oh my God. I don't be embarrassed, but I was a wild child when I was doing drag. I was like, because I was like one of those sissies that did, sis. Yeah. So I was like one of those gays that when the house music came on, I was the one that was twirling all over everywhere.
All over the world.
I was everywhere, jumping down. That was me. Yeah. Because that's what we did. Like they don't even play house music anymore. But once the house music come on, the kids went crazy. Yeah. So I used to do that when I would be in drag too.
Yeah. Wow.
So Silky was on the dance floor. Yeah. And she stopped. I'm talking about I was a sweaty drag mess. And she stopped me on the dance floor and said, some ladies are seen and not heard.
Yes. That's beautiful.
And I'll never forget that. I mean, I'm 16, 17 in the club, and she is the epitome of being a lady. Yeah. Especially back then. Like, I thought she was I thought she was like...
I did not know, because I wasn't familiar with drag, being so young. I did not know that she was not Beyonce. Yeah. I was right. Well, why are they calling her Silky?
I met her before Beyonce, became who she was.
Oh, okay.
I just thought she was like just a beautiful Amazon. You know what I'm saying? That she was the first transgendered woman that I saw off stage, and Alexis Gabrielle Sherrington was the first transgender woman that I seen on stage. Yeah,
it was really, really beautiful. And then Sally came out, and she had a box of Williams chicken. Yeah, and she was the
first drag queen that I ever saw on stage on the show.
That was amazing.
Was grapevine.
She rolled around, she ate that Williams, and I asked for a piece, and she gave it to me. I was really excited.
Yes, ma'am. They used to go to the store. They used to go to the chicken house and bring that specifically for
her. Yeah, yes. That's amazing. That's beautiful. I want to thank you so very much for coming on Worst Day of the Week Live and sitting on the Worst Day of the Week Live couch with me in the Worst Day of the Week Live studio. This has been absolutely amazing. I've just been dying to talk to you. I'm like, hey,
I know because I've been telling you no. I hate money. And then you almost got cussed out. I said, baby, don't remind me, honey.
You said you told me yesterday when I was at work, you said, remind me tomorrow. And I told my producer today, I said, she said reminder. He said, you better do it now then, because she probably got to start getting ready now.
I was so full last night, Jesus.
What is it like? How long does it take you to get in drag?
It used to take me from the padding and everything to get completely done. It takes me an hour and a half.
Wow.
But I've shortened it. Like I have a little quick paint that I do, but I still be done.
Yes.
It takes me a little less time, but I mean, well, like the picture up there, that's a whole hour and a half, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you always do your own painting?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, coming up,
there's so many different looks. How do you come up with all these different looks?
Well, I do have a basic paint unless it requires something different. You know, I have the Kennedy face. That's it.
Okay.
Unless they, you know, so looking at that bottle, unless they, unless they want something different from me, I do the same stuff.
Okay. Okay. And so
work face. I put it like that.
Pageants. Are you going to do any more pageants?
I have some things lined up. I have a big opportunity coming up. If that's a no, then I definitely will be looking at Duval in Jacksonville.
Okay.
A pageant that I've always wanted to do and be a part of. The family. And I want to do them all.
You want to do them all?
Yes.
You're
but
not
you can only
yet.
do one at a time.
Yeah.
That like nationals, you reign 1 year. That's it.
Wow.
So you can't do anything during that reign. But I want to.
When you are a title holder for this pageant, you can't go and do.
No, you can't do nothing else.
They got you on live
title. Yeah.
Oh.
And you signed the contract and everything.
Wow.
So, but I do want to be a part of all of the national systems, and and the little ones too. You know, I mean,
you did America's Got Talent. What was that like? I can see you on all the TVs.
Oh, trash. America's Got Talent is garbage. That was my first experience of how TV worked. And,
and explain that to the people, because that's the big difference. Like even the music that you were dancing to was not the music that they played when they aired the show. You weren't even dancing to that song. They just
got mad. Them motherfuckers make me mad. Yeah. Okay. So I auditioned and my dad was there too.
Amazing.
He had drove all the way when they do the live recording, he drove to San Antonio by himself. And drove back. Like my dad was when he passed, he was an over 20-year cancer survivor. So he had never been the same, but like his energy level and stuff, you know, started this life started wearing on him. Yeah. But he made that trip and he went back home and he was there and I made it through. So when it's so many rounds that you go through. So the first round, you go through a line of producers. So you got to wow them first.
Wow.
If they say yeah, you got to go to 2 big producers. Now, if they send you through, then that's when you go to the live recording.
Wow.
So I made it all the way through the live recording for the yeses and the yes and no. So I did that, slayed that, but now that I know, I can explain what they were trying to do. They was trying to figure out how to present me to America because I was just dancing. Yeah. You know, I was just drag dancing. So they didn't know what the fuck to do with me. But I still made it to the Vegas round. So the Vegas round is the last step before you start competing every week. So I'm there by myself. You know, this is for Drag Race. This is before, you know, I had just moved back to Dallas. I didn't have much of a following or anything at all. So I get there. I'm in Vegas. It's fucking hot. Can I just say it was so goddamn hot, bitch? I'm talking about you been to Vegas?
I've never been.
Oh my God, you need to go. It is really fun. But it was so motherfucking hot. And I had to get up at 6 in the morning. I had to get up and be in drag. Get up at 6 in the morning to be ready to go by 9 o'clock. So they sent me through all of these changes and stuff and telling me, oh, so we're going to get you out of drag. Oh, you been in the military? So this is what we're going to do. Wow. It's like I was like the fucking puppet, dummy test run or something because they just did not know. Yeah. So I'm having to get out of drag. They want me to act a certain way because they don't want America to know that I was doing a drag show. So it was like, so you got to get out of drag. And no, we want you to act like this. And I'm like, baby, listen. I ain't drunk, I ain't full, I ain't got no trade in me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not finna spend that. So I did what they asked me to do to the best that I could do. Yeah, that's it. And then the Vegas round is they automatically push people through. Yeah. And then, but it's a group of people that have to perform again. I was in the group that had to perform again, and they called us the variety group. Okay. So they put me in the variety group, and I'm just, right now, by this time, I've been in drag all day. Yeah. Tucked all day. Oof. Yes. Oof. I've been in drag all day, tucked all day, by myself. Everybody in their room had somebody with them. So I'm already an emotional wreck. So I did my little performance, that's what's on YouTube. I did that performance, and then when they call us back out, they don't show that I was crying the whole time we were standing up there. And Mel B bitch ass, from the Spice Girls, she asked me, why are you crying? And I'm like, I had to, basically I was like, it's hard for me to sit up here to have people that don't know me determine my fate. Yeah. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how much I need this opportunity. So, but you should be grateful. Ooh. That you even got this far. Wow. And gave me all of that. So I was like, okay. So it was nothing in my life I would say was a waste of time. But that was a waste of my fucking time. Wow. Yeah. Because, and first of all, let me just say they had us in one hotel and we had to walk to where the motherfucking show was. Yeah. And it was fucking hot. So I'm in drag, toting my own stuff and boiling. Vegas is, baby, this Texas heat is nothing compared to Vegas heat. Wow. Because it's no wind, no nothing. It's dry desert heat, especially on the strip. So, I mean, it was an experience and I got to meet some great people, but then they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. Yeah. And they just sent me, it was just a blank trip. Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. It kind of got you ready for what was coming up, right? Yeah, for sure. I knew that God had something else better for me, and I'm a very spiritual person. Even though I cuss like a sailor because I used to be a sailor, but I always believe that when one door closes, another door one opens. Yeah, so. Drag Race was a first try, and I got right on. Yeah, so I thank God for favor. Yes, that's amazing. That's absolutely beautiful. We got, like I said again, thank you so much for coming on the show. Now I have on Mondays I do special giveaways. I do that every first Monday. So last Monday I gave away some stuff. Only one person called me and told me that they had the COVID and they couldn't come and get their stuff. The secret is you have to come in
to the Worst Day of the Week studio and pick your shit up yourself.
Okay.
And so
you must be giving away some good shit.
I give away. You see, one person came to get this stuff today, and it's tax season. So if you're looking to get your taxes done, you need to go to the Marshall Group. It's at 6155 Samuel Boulevard. Mr. Marshall did come up and pick up his massager today. I don't know who's gonna be doing the massaging on him because somebody got to hold the gun. Somebody got to hold the gun, so I don't know who's gonna be holding the gun. But I know somebody got to hold it. That's what I know.
Oh, I like it.
And so shouts out to the Marshall Group. Like I said, if you're looking to get your taxes done, they can make sure that you get what you deserve. Amen.
I have a beautiful text.
We're gonna get right into the end of the show. So the end of the show.
It's the end. You got me fucked up, and I'll get 20 minutes.
You got way more than 20 minutes.
Ooh.
We've been on for almost an hour. You know that?
Oh, okay.
It's 7:51.
I guess it just don't like getting I'm expecting to be on here for all night. Y'all just keep talking. Fuck it.
The Marshall Group sponsored today's show, so they bought the Casamigos.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, they did. I can't wait to get my money for it. So shouts out to the Marshall Group. I want to say that again. Remember, the Marshall Group is at 6155 Samuel Boulevard. You can get your taxes done. It's formerly VIP tax returns. They've been there for 7 years. That's a long time to be in one spot. So you know they're not going to run off with your money. They've been there, huh?
It's black.
Yes, the black on.
Right.
BLACK on.
Yes.
He's been doing taxes for about 30 years. The owner. He's been doing I think about 30 years, or probably longer, because he up there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He up there.
Well, long as he can still add and see.
That's it.
Oh, it's you. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
As long as you
Long
can
as you still see and add, baby. I don't give a damn.
What the what is something that we do at the end of the show. What the what is when I take all of those funny, thought-provoking, not so funny things that I see on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I read them out loud on the show, and then I talk about them a little bit.
Okay.
So it is what the what time. Back in the day, there was no romance without finance. What you think about that?
So they was hoeing. That's still going on. That's not back in the day. That's still going on.
What they hate in you is missing in them. Keep shining.
Yeah, but I think it comes more with self-realization. They have to realize that.
Whew. You know what? The word for today is accountability.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't take accountability, and it's the people. You can blame the people around. If I was a horrible person, if I was doing something out of character, I would expect the people around me to tell me, hey, that's not how you act. That's not what you do.
Yeah.
That's not where you go. That's not how you know, and if they don't do that, then they're not helping to hold me accountable. And that means they don't really love me. Yeah. They don't care about me. They are excited to see me act a fool, to see me do those things.
That's why you keep your circle closed.
Yeah, you keep it close.
Keep it short and everybody else cordial.
Yes.
I'll keep my legs closed.
Oh, wow. I don't get jealous. I get uninterested. They can have you. What you think about that?
Yeah, I agree because I don't get jealous either.
I get jealous. I'd be so
Why
jealous.
Be jealous.
I don't know why. It's just I think it's always been in me. Like you know, if somebody, you know, I'm gonna think they look better than me. I'm gonna think they have more money than me. I'm gonna think something. You know, they drive better than I do. I'm just gonna be like, wow, you got to choose him over me because of those. I'm gonna be jealous.
Well, I can tell you that if that be the case, then that person wasn't yours to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm confident if I'm in a relationship or anything, it may happen.
Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
You now you single?
Yes.
Ooh, y'all heard that she's single.
I'm single since 2018.
I have a question. All the love and attention that you get, I mean, people literally gawk over you. I mean, fight for you, have arguments about you, you know, who loves you more, and you're single. The difference between Ruben and Kennedy, how do you deal with that?
That's been a struggle since I started performing. Since I started doing drag, my social life has suffered. You know, so times gotten a little better with it. But back when I started, like the kind of guys that I like didn't like people like me. You know what I'm saying? So since time has evolved, you know, it's kind of been relaxed, but it's just I've suffered, and that was a depressing part of my life because I longed to be with someone. I longed to be with someone to share my successes with and to be a supporter of their successes. Wow! But it just haven't happened.
Wow. Yeah.
Or it haven't continued on like I have.
I always wonder that for people who do practice the art form of drag and who excel in it, because drag is not transgender. It's completely different. So you don't live your life as Kennedy. Kennedy gets to come out,
but a lot of them, they still intimidated by it, or they just don't like it. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? They just don't see it.
Wow.
And it's not so much the problem now. It's just that, like, I don't get people coming up to me and showing interest and wanting to talk to me and wanting to get my number because they think I'm cute.
Do you mean Ruben or you mean
both?
Both?
Yeah.
They don't come up to Kennedy.
I've never been a boy magnet. I've never been a boy magnet. Why is you laughing? It's the truth.
I don't believe that.
My son would tell you. I've never been a boy magnet.
Oh, you say you can't mess with a man that lives with his mama, but you can mess with a man that stay with his wife. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's intense, ain't it? You know, I think we have to start, at first I thought, because I've been married since April. I'm going through a divorce now, but I've been married since April. And when I first put the ring on, it was more attention, like people were more attracted to me that I was married than when I was single.
It's like that when you get a boyfriend. Like,
that's horrible.
But they don't ever be on me. They be on my boyfriend.
And at first I thought that was attractive. I liked it. I really enjoyed people flirting with me. I really enjoyed that because I don't normally typically receive that type of attention. And so when I did get that attention, it was really good for me. And it made me feel good. And so I think it's disgusting now. I think it's horrible.
That's because you've matured. That's because you've grown.
I think and
you see it differently now.
Yeah, that's really horrible.
Yeah, that's why I know I can be faithful in a relationship now because of I just will not. I don't do that.
You've changed your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I really, really like that.
We're going to be whores together. That point.
I will paint a house with a Q-tip before I worry about why you aren't speaking to me.
That's it. Because it is well in my soul. It's well in my soul. It is well. And even my best friends to this day, if we done talked about it and you still mad, it's well in my soul. I can't lose no sleep. I'm sorry. And I'm not.
I used to feel a different way about that, but now I feel how you feel. But it used to eat me up inside, that, why they not talking to me? But now I'm just
I used to feel that way as a child too. We need more than an hour, bitch.
Too many of y'all can't move in silence because you want an applause from an audience who don't give a damn about you.
That's it. And it may be, I can't say my family, but a lot of it is a close family and friends. And I also read somewhere where they say your fan base is people that don't know you.
That's true. That is very true.
You know, your biggest fans.
They're going to be your biggest supporters. They're going to
that's where
support
your money
you the
at.
most. Yeah, that's where your money is.
Because everybody didn't know you want a deal.
Yeah. They want more than a deal. They want it for free.
Look, I take fault in it though, because I'm not, you asking me, so I'm not going to give you my real price.
But speaking of that, this next what's the what is good. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna support whatever my friends got going. Yes. I don't care if you sell pencil erasers. Give me 10 of them.
Yeah,
you have to start supporting people that you say that you love and care about.
I agree.
You need to support them. Nowadays, you got to be in 2 relationships just in case.
I know.
Apologize when you're wrong instead of getting on Facebook finding quotes and scriptures to support your stupidity. That's a really good one. I like that one. Y'all, that is accountability. Accountability. That is all my what's that I have for today. And once again, I want to thank the beautiful Kennedy Davenport for coming on the show with me. You know, I believe that you ought to give a person their flowers while they're here. I once again want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. You are going to be, you know what? I forgot to take the price off. Hold on.
It's fine. I know you like nice things.
Okay.
It's fine, child.
We are going.
I love my mama gonna like these.
That's beautiful. I'm glad. I hope she will. I hope she really will. I want to say thank you again. Worst Day of the Week, we'll have Akila, the comedian, live next week on the Worst Day of the Week, live with Denard Andre couch. She's gonna be here, so make sure that you wear your extra set of panties because she gonna have you peeing on yourself. She's so funny. I can't wait to have her in the studio. She is went through some things. I can't wait to talk about her. What's going on with her. That's going to be next Monday live at 7:00 right here on the Worst Day of the Week couch in the Worst Day of the Week studio. Once again, thank you to Kennedy Davenport for stopping by today. Yes.
Thank you for having me.
I will see y'all next week. Bye.
Come on, everybody, it's about to be a good day. Don't care about what they say. Come on, everybody, it's about to be a good day. Don't care about what they say. It's about to be a good day with your boy Denard Andre. We going up on a Monday. Like it's your birthday. Have your free shit, don't even trip. About to go loud, grab your drinks, take a sip. Kick back, relax, forget about the stress. Don't laugh it up. Yeah. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. We're gonna have a party. Let's have a party. It's the worst day of the week, but the best day for me. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Yeah.